Hello everyone, my name is Sumit and I welcome all of you to bisptrainings.com. In this tutorial, I will be going to tell you about a new feature of Dynamics CRM 2013 called business rules, and we'll talk about how you can take advantage of that business rule within your solution. Business rules can be used to overcome the use of JavaScript for client-side validation. As to write a client-side script validation, a developer needs to know JavaScript, and it will take developers days to write script code and then test it and rectify any errors occurs. And it's pretty obvious that development is hard. And in worst case, if the client wants to change the rule, then developer has to rewrite the code and test again. So what a business rule basically is that business rule is a simple interface for non-technical users to implement and maintain commonly used business rules within CRM. So I'm not saying that business rule is only for non-technical users, but can also used by technical guy to make life simpler. And business rules are used in Dynamics CRM to provide client-side scripting, validating fields or section heading without writing any JavaScript code. And just make a note here that business rules are not a complete replacement of JavaScript or plugin used in CRM. JavaScript functionality is different and business rule functionality is different. So let's see that how to set up a business rule in dynamic CRM. So first, before that, let's understand what a business rule can do. So by using business rules, we can set field values, we can show or hide fields or make it visible. We can enable or disable any fields under runtime. We can change the requirement level on fields, and we can show error message or display error messages. So let's switch to CRM and apply a validation rule here. So my requirement is, I'll tell you the scenario. So the scenario over here is that we have got an account entity here, and within this account entity we have got records. So there are records here in this account entity, and if I'll open any of the record, so you can see here in this account, in this record, we have got account number and account name. So I would like to apply a business rule, or I would like to set a business rule that if user did not mention any account name, although it's a mandatory field, so without entering any account name, you cannot save the record or user cannot save the record. But that will be only checked when when the user is about to save the record. But I would like to add a business rule, or I would like to apply a business rule right now that if the user did not enter any account name, this particular account number field will be disabled, or it will be invisible. And if the user enter account name, this will be visible. So for this, I would like to achieve using business rules. Obviously, we can do this by using JavaScript code as well, but if we can achieve this by using a business rule, then there is no need of you doing the same thing by using JavaScript code as well. So to add a business rule onto this particular account entity, I switch to setting, then click on customization. In this customization, I click on customize this system. Here I expand the entities and expand account, and within accounts you can see we have business rules. So with every entity we have got business rules. So I click on business rules. Right now there are no rules, so I click on new to set a new business rule on this account entity. So we have here conditions, so I would like to add a condition. So my requirement is that if the account name field is blank, then this account number field should be hidden or invisible. So I add a condition here that if account name does not contain or does not contain data, so that's the condition. So what action should be taken? So action should be set visibility, and which field to be visible? Account number. Account number will be hide. It will be hidden basically. And if it contains data, it will again make it visible. So that's the simple business rule. I'll save it, and after you created the business rule and you saved it, you need to activate it, because without activation the business rule will not be get affected. It will not work. So I'll activate it. Click on activate, and I'm going to close it. So it's already saved, so I close it. So let's test this business rule. So to test it, I again click on accounts and again click on any record. So in this record, you can see the account number is visible right now. But if I remove this account name, or if I make this account name field as a blank field which does not contain any data, you will see that the account number field has been set to invisible. So it's hide basically. It's in hidden format. And again, if we enter a new account name or the same account name, let's suppose BISP solutions. So if I enter here account name BISP solutions and Bangalore, and when I press tab, you can see this account number is again visible. So this is how we can use a business rule in an entity. So this is one scenario. Let's take one more scenario, how to show an error message. So to work on that scenario, what I'm going to do is I'm going to again click on customization. But before moving on to customization, let me tell you the scenario. So my scenario is, if I'll switch to opportunities and I'll expand a record. And in this record, you can see we have got two fields. One is estimated revenue and another is budgeted amount. And I would like to make sure that the budgeted amount cannot be less than estimated revenue. Or if the budgeted amount is less than estimated revenue, it will throw an error message. It will not allow user to save the record. So basically, this is just like a validation. So let's perform this validation and display an error message by using business rules. So again, I click on customize the system, expand the entity, and this time the entity will be opportunity. So I move down to scroll to opportunity and business rules. Then click on new business rule. And here the business rule will be that if the budgeted amount is less than estimated revenue, it will throw an error message. So I test the condition that if the budgeted amount is less than field is less than, basically it will be estimated revenue. So look for that field, estimated revenue, EST, estimated revenue. If that's the condition, so what action should taken? It will throw an error message. So show an error message. Field will be budgeted amount, and what will be error message? That budget amount cannot be less than estimated revenue. And so there is no else condition. I don't want to add a condition here. Simply save it and activate it. And obviously you can give a rule name as well. So let's add a given rule name as well. Budget amount business rule. Save, activate, activate it, and close it. So let's test this. So to test this, I open the same record, and in this same record, you can see the budgeted amount. Right now, the budgeted amount is greater than estimated revenue. But if I change the value, I'll put the budgeted amount less than estimated revenue. See, I get the error message, and the error is that the budgeted amount cannot be less than estimated revenue. And if I enter the greater amount, greater than estimated revenue, the error is gone. So this is how we can apply a business rule on an entity in Dynamics CRM. That's all in this video. If you have any queries, you can visit our website www.bisptrainings.com. You can subscribe our YouTube channels, or you can visit our demo sessions, which especially for Dynamics CRM. And if you like our videos, don't forget to subscribe it and to hit a like on that. Have a nice day ahead. Goodbye.